welcome to LMC and Knowledge, Lyrics Music Channel, a spiritual insight and wisdom that I will share to you so you can take along your spiritual journey. I hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and whenever you see this, make sure that you're prayed up and in that light of Jesus, okay? Okay, so today the intuitive message that I am getting is the extraterrestrials want to work with you, okay? Yes, the aliens, yes, the otherworldly beings, yes, entities from other galaxies and black holes in multi-dimensional realms, right? Sorry. So with that being said, first card that we have is Wheel of Fortune and Fate. You are fated. This is something that was already in the plans for you to know, but now it's time for you to embody and take action, right? So these extraterrestrial beings want to change your fate for the highest good of this realm, right? You have a high calling in this life, and you are to be tapping into the extraterrestrial beings that have information and light codes to send to you. So with the next card that we have, Mastery. You have mastered these abilities in a past life, right? You have some hidden light codes that need to be activated through your communication with these extraterrestrials. Yes, you will be able to do telekinesis, levitation, teleportation. Your powers are unlimited, okay? It's about you becoming aware of what is rightfully yours. You have a birthright to own and use your powers. So now it's time to awaken them to this reality, bring that information to this reality so you can actually change it. Like it's time to step out of this ordinary lifestyle, right? 222 I seen. But with this ordinary lifestyle, you need to step outside of the box, outside of the norm, and become abnormal, literally, because you weren't meant to, you're meant to be, I'm sorry, I'm gonna just put it out here, you're meant to be lifting things with your mind, you're meant to be shifting things, you're meant to be changing the weather, bringing light, like actual lightning frequencies to this earth and this realm. You're here to, like, I'm seeing a person being able to move the waves of the ocean with their hands, right? Not putting their hands in the water. They can do that definitely, but actually using their energy to move the waves. You can actually calm the storm, is what I'm hearing. You bring what is it called? You bring protection. Your energy is very protected and protective, and it's like you're a god. I'm just gonna put it out there. We are of God, right? But you need to really embody that God energy. You need to embody that goddess energy. You need to study the Orishas. You need to study the Greek gods, just knowing who they are, because I'm not telling you to connect with them. I'm telling you to know who they are, because once you realize, you read on their lives and see the powers that they had, the supernatural powers, not just, oh, we're the government. As you see, the government they have to make machines to make it rain. They have to make man-made machines to make it snow. You can do it without the machines, but you have to use that power and awaken to it. So it's so crazy how the elites, I'm telling you, they only have control of the material realm. Yes, they try to do their witchcraft and all that type of stuff, but no, they have the material realm. We have the spiritual realm. The spiritual abilities are so much more powerful. It's incomparable to the material. Those are two separate ways of power. So now it's time for you to embody that, because you guys need to look up telekinesis and watch the videos of them having foil. Where is my foil? Because I was gonna start doing it too, but I am gonna start doing it. but just starting with foil. And I usually see them have it like a little bit crinkled up, you know, so it can stand or be of some type of, it can't just be flat, right? But look up the videos of them moving this foil with their brain, with their mind, and with their hands. I seen a video of a lady, a young girl. She also had a piece of paper too, but as I'm saying, the paper is like folded. It can be flat, but I think it does better when it's like this, you know, because it's like everything in here. It's like me moving this. It's kind of flat, but it's not flat. It still has some ridges. It's just like, I don't know how to describe that right now, but what I'm saying is you'll see people with foil. Sorry, what the heck? Anyways, you'll see people with foil and they'll be moving it like no strings attached. There's nothing hanging on this or anything in the videos, and they're moving it. So that's how you start. In the beginning, you start with something small, and then you work your way up. Then you work your way up to heavier things. Just lifting this thing with your mind, with your hand. It felt like something got in my freaking throat. I don't know. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get me some water. Yeah, so I'm hearing not only with me, but make sure that you're hydrated. Another thing with telekinesis, in order for it to be at its highest frequency, fasting, maybe you do a day of like not eating and just drinking water or drinking juices. Like I'm talking about getting a juicer or juicing it yourself without a juicer, right? And only absorbing things that are of light and not in you can't be eating things that are dead when you're trying to do this. That's why it's so crazy, because I'm gonna just break it down to you. I feel, and this is something that I felt since 2019. I felt like one day, because I was going through, 2019 was the my awakening, my that was when I started to go through or realize that I was in the dark night of the soul, right? And we all have to go through that to know our power, to find what we're here for, and to know what we need to do in this life, right? So during that time, I remember I was writing so much, like even more than I'm writing right now. And something in me just felt like something just in my spirit. It was just like, I want to be the president, not running for election, but having so much power through my voice, through communications, that people actually listen to what I have to say and they actually take action because they see that it's going to benefit them also, right? I viewed myself in this high light, higher than the elites, higher than the celebrities, just in a whole different lane of the universe, right? On this earth. And with that, that's not something that I'm just, oh, my ego just wants to be like that. No, this is my calling. But then you tell other people that you have that type of position, right? Or that you're meant to be in that type of limelight. People, no, you're not. Here goes the doubter. I can't even talk. Here goes the doubters. Here goes the naysayers that want to tell me that I'm not going to be who I am going to be, right? When you can't go in my mind. You don't know how I'm feeling, right? But what I'm saying is, I have a feeling, in 2019, I had this feeling that we are going to be, in this lifetime, in this period, we're going to have to awaken to our telekinesis like the X-Men, like how they could pick up the guns, move the metals, and control the wind, control the weather, all of that. We're going to have to master our power, because they're getting more powerful. As you're just living the mundane life of just regular, ordinary things that are not outside the box, things are just where, if you're living in the system program, the matrix, it's going to be harder for you to use your abilities and tap into it, because you have to break away from that old way of living, right? And that also has to do with rewiring your brain. And also has to do with jumping timelines, right? But with that being said, I had a feeling like the knowledge that I know and the message that my soul wants to speak is going to be too powerful. I think they're going to want to kill me. They're going to want to do something to get me to shut up. But it's not going to work. Like, they're not going to be able to take me down. But it's like, I know that I'm going to have to get my own website. I know that I'm not going to be able to be on YouTube for how long everybody else is on YouTube. You know, those YouTubers who be on there for 8 years, 9 years, 5 years. No. I truly know and believe I'm going to have my own website. So then the people who are on, my people, us as a collective, are going to have to contact me through my website, only because they'll try to shadow ban my YouTube, because oh my God, the devil don't want me to get this out, but as each day goes by, I elevate. As each year goes by, I elevate to vast amounts of knowledge, to the point where they do not want this to be heard, right? Now I'm hearing something about the dark web. Something about the dark web. Tapping into that, trying to get on that and get, because they have information that's not on here. You guys know about the dark web. But one day you guys need to tap into that, because of the information that's on there. And even with all that being said, I just feel like we're going to have to go to war. Like, it's going to be a true spiritual war and we're going to have to use our powers. And it's not going to be all the material things, how they have guns and shit like that. They're going to have the guns. We won't have the guns. We won't have the bombs. We won't have the nukes. None of that. But our powers are going to be stronger than all of that, because we are in our God body, our God power. We're using our source's power, right? So that's what you need to do. That's what I'm hearing. And back to the extraterrestrial. Oh my God, watch that Dark Horse. So you wanna play with them? Yeah, you guys need to watch that, because it just kind of describes. Because she's just, are you ready for a perfect storm? Because once you're mine, there's no going back. It's like, it's a collection of the souls that is happening, and we are needing to know our power, and not even just know it, but always use it every single day. You know how you watch those movies, those witch movies? Y'all need to watch witch movies, and how they look at the confidence that they have when they're conjuring the spells and everything. I'm not telling you to do evil shit. I'm just telling you, you need to see. Just like when I was telling you guys, you need to look up the gods and goddesses from all walks of this life, people who have been here, and they have used mass amounts of power throughout this lifetime, something that we haven't been able to do. Your God, our God, is asking you to embody that and look at yourself as how these people viewed themselves, like in movies and gods and God. Look at their confidence, embody that, so it's gonna attract that power to you, your God-given power. But if you're not feeling like a god or a goddess, if you're not feeling like you can control the weather, you're not doing anything, right? But even the wind, and like I'm seeing like somebody purifying the air from nukes, like how it travels, the air travels around the world and everything. It's like we are going to be untouchable as soon as we touch and tap into our power. I'm hearing something about Agartha in the subterranean kingdom inside the center of the earth. So you guys need to look up that Agartha. And it's like Mother Gaia. Yeah, Mother Gaia wants to connect with you personally. She's telling you to cast spells in the grasslands. So you need to go where there's open grass and build a portal for yourself. And maybe if you have like-minded people with you, or maybe you can just go by yourself. But I'm hearing collect rocks, collect shells, collect crystals, and put it in a big circle. Make a portal for them to contact you and come into the portal. So you know how you would have a circle with all the shells, rocks, and you step inside of the portal with your candle in the middle. Or you can have candles at certain points, on the earth, on your land, your grassland, whichever you choose. Don't be afraid, is what I'm hearing. It's like, don't be feeling weird, like, do your rituals in public. That's just what I'm saying. Like, not to the point where it's like, oh, we're at the mall and we're just about to do a ritual right here, right now, in front of all these people. They're gonna look at you, turn heads, and it will awaken other people. Like, wow, they're actually using their power. And then there's gonna be other people like, that's not real. Then there's gonna be other people like scared, just scared, and they're gonna try to start praying for you or something like that. But what I'm saying is, like, if you find yourself with a big grassland, at a park or something like that, don't be scared to do it there, because that's what I did. I found a park, and it was actually at a school, and for some reason, it was 5 trees in a circle. That's my circle. Okay, I chose that as mine, and now I have to find a new area because I moved now. But it's okay. I'm already connecting with trees over here too. But what I'm saying is, create a portal for these extraterrestrials to come in, because that portal is going to bring super huge amounts of light frequency, and they're going to follow you where the light is. So yes, they can see you, but sometimes our earthly energy is too toxic for them, or it's just too dark for them, that they can't come in. That's why you're like, why don't we see these extraterrestrials here and there? Why don't they just popping up? They're popping up in spaces that have light energy, or where energy is not being used. So say people who are just not spiritual at all, and they just don't, but they're not negative people, right? But they're just not using their powers, not casting any spells, or not doing any of that. Those spaceships will come there, because they just know, okay, we know they're not gonna do anything to us, but we're not gonna do anything to them, but we do want to be right here at this moment, right? But and that's how you see things on the video, or you see things on the internet of spaceships being in certain people's backyards and stuff like that. Sometimes those people do talk to the people in the backyard. Now I'm like, God's turning me to that video and that movie. It was a chicken. It was a kid movie, and he was a chicken. He got abducted by these aliens or whatever. And now I'm hearing you guys need to listen to UFO summoning frequencies on YouTube. UFO summoning frequencies, UFO contact, alien contact, subliminals. Please listen to them, because they're trying to get to you and reach to you, but you have to be at a certain level of mastery, or you have to actually tap into your frequency in order for them to come into your life and help you. With that being said, you can also do it on August 8th, which is the Lionsgate portal. Look up the Lionsgate portal. I'll do a video about that too, but in the meantime, you guys should look that up and plan to walk into that portal. And it's by setting your intentions and actually building a circle with rocks. Anything that you have, go outside, find things with nature, and sit in that circle, meditate in that circle, light candles, burn papers and stuff in there, in your circle. Do things that enhances your power, increases your power. So yeah. So now I'm hearing something about like Agartha tours. So it's like mystic tourism and paranormal tourism. Like, you go to travel. You guys should try and travel before you leave this earth to Agartha. They have tours where people go and they pay to go to like where the center of the earth is. Obviously, we're not going down to the earth, but it's certain landscapes that it has access. You can get access through the North and the South Pole. They have entrances through the North and the South Pole. You can also astral project for a visitation with Mother Gaia, okay? Because she needs to speak to her people. We are all each other's people. We all connect as one, but when we're not connecting with the gods and goddesses that are here, we're blocking that connection. We're blocking that power. So we need to open up ourselves to this extraterrestrial power, knowledge, and information that they want to give to us as humans, because we as humans can walk around and use our power and stuff. But if they start seeing giants and all this big mind-blowing stuff, it's just gonna make the whole world, like, the world's not ready for that to happen. But there are specific people who are ready to see and open. You have to open your vessel to receive that. It's like Mother Gaia is giving you access to the earth's inner world. So you can tap into the inner world by also sitting your root chakra, your butt, into the grass and actually saying, I tap into the core of this earth. I tap into the inner world, because there's people living on the inner world, but people aren't tapping into the not people, but the extraterrestrial beings that are there waiting for you to call on to them. Because remember, you have free will. So they can't enter your life if you don't give them access. That lets you know we're so powerful too, right? Even though we are human, this is our lowest form, we still are very, very powerful, and they still can't invade our privacy unless we give them access, and invade our privacy in a good way, right? Like I'm open. I know that. Yeah, they're saying like they want to transmit galactic knowledge to you, right? You're gonna do some big things in this life, and I'm talking about big spiritual powers, like big. I can't even. It's something that you can't even put into words. It's just something that's going to happen if you open yourself up. Like there's some people who they contact with certain people. You're not going to get abducted for a long time or whatever, and you might not even remember. You might go through a veil of amnesia, but like some people who get abducted by UFOs and stuff, like you might come back with little scratches or bruises on you, not because they tore you up, but because of the frequency, like the energetic. It's like like a rocket ship or something, when it's like going up and it's like super super hot. It's super hot, and you wouldn't want to touch a rocket ship if it's going that fast, because it's heating up so fast. But it's like the frequency is so much frequency that you might get a little bit of bumps. And now they're showing me a roller coaster I used to go on at Michigan Adventures. It was a wooden roller coaster, the biggest one, and I did not like it, even though I kept going on it. I went on it and it was like knocking me around. Like the wood was just like jerking me. It was just jerking me everywhere, and I was just like, what the heck? Like you could have like banged your head on somebody's head when like how fast the roller coaster was rocking and stuff. But they're giving me that example because they're saying it's gonna be something like that. Like it's just gonna shake you up a little bit, not in a bad way. If you're scared, then this ain't for you. But yeah, if you're ready for like, there's people who tap into aliens and extraterrestrials, and they can literally change your whole course of life, because they can give you an assignment that will literally change the world, like how they invented the light bulb, or how they invented cars, and now we all use cars. You're gonna get something, and you're gonna invent something that has never been here before, and that's why they contact you for those type of reasons, because they want to bring new creations to this earth, right? So yeah, that's how the elites, they tap into them draconians. They tapping into their side of the people. They coming to them, they're making sure. That's why we as God people need to tap into who God created, who source created, right? So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys today. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.